Well, I'd like to begin just by saying that we had our initial meeting last week, and I feel that it was really productive. I think we've got a good committee. That the folks you've got none of them have agendas, and they all seem to have interest in resolving the issue that we've got. After some discussion, the committee broke the assignment up into two basic parts. And one was the fiber removal, pond remediation, and the other was the cost-efficient operation of the landfill. We didn't feel that we could discuss both of those issues at the same time. We felt more comfortable breaking it up. And we recognize that the fiber has to be moved in any scenario that we look at, whether the county pays for it or whether some other entity pays for it, it still has to be moved. And so we felt that it's prudent and responsible to prepare for the worst case while simultaneously looking for a better solution. We also feel that if the county would, in a worst case situation, have to pay for the removal, and then ultimately the landfill may be leased or some other option chosen at a later time, that the money that was spent to remove the fiber could be recouped through higher host fees, because nothing's free. And when these companies come in and say, we'll move this for free, it's not going to be for free. And so you're going to have to pay, but those monies that were spent up front could be reduced, because those companies then would not have to pay to have it removed themselves. So we could negotiate a higher host fee to ultimately return some of that money. The committee feels it's important to show EPD that we recognize the importance of the situation, and to that extent, the committee made the decision to recommend to you folks, the commission, the following: that you would make a motion and task the county manager to immediately go out either for an RFP or a bid to remove the fiber and pond remediation. And then, if other options being explored, we aren't able to, or they aren't able to be developed toward a significant state of completion by our deadline date, that then you would authorize a notice to proceed to whoever the contractor would be to begin removal sometime in July. We've got till June 30th to give our report back, but in this case, we're looking at the worst, preparing for the worst case, and then planning on something that would be better. But at least this would show EPD that you're serious, that we've got that money's in the budget to do this. We have some cost numbers, and if for whatever reason what we're looking at, is leasing, waste energy, things like that. Those are pretty complex issues. They're not something that you can just, or you should just leap into because they say it's the best option in the world. Right. And so it takes some review, and as you know, we don't have a large time frame to work with. So we felt that it was important to look at the fiber removal and address that right now, at least the worst case option, and then and so that way, at June 30th, we can tell EPD, or you can tell EPD, that whatever these plans are, they're a go or they're not a go. But if they're not a go, you've made plans to do the worst, which is remove the fiber ourselves.